Welcome to today's Four Boughs meditation. Today we're at Skyline Memorial Gardens above Forest Park in Portland, Oregon. We're here because this meditation is meant today to help us discover perhaps what Jesus meant when he said, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." Whether you are mourning the death of a loved one or the passing of a way of life that is no longer available to you, mourning the loss of a particular belief or assumption about life. There's all kinds of ways that we can be bereft of things that were dear to us that for one reason or another are taken from us, and are challenged then to make space for that loss, to honor it in some way, and to honor it in a way that may lead to blessing. That's what we'll be doing today. So over the next 20 minutes, we will experience four increasingly surrendered states, as is usual with Four Boughs meditation, but we'll be experiencing the second and third bows a little differently, more geared towards the mourning aspect and the blessing. So let's begin, as we normally do, by taking a deep breath in, letting it out slowly, and in so doing, clearing away whatever obstacles you may have brought with you to experiencing the presence of the Holy in this time together. As we picture ourselves either mentally or physically bowing at the head, to acknowledge that we are being intentional about seeking Spirit's presence, and also acknowledging that we are joined by others online, people who we may become entangled with on a quantum level in some way, whose energies help ours and our energies help them. And then let's look over the last 24 hours of our lives, being granular, starting yesterday, breakfast, moving forward, perhaps earlier than breakfast if you're a late eater, and simply look for those moments of blessing that maybe have been overlooked, especially those moments when someone reached out to you in love, or you reached out to someone else in love. For whether given or received, love is a blessing and a very direct experience of the holy. And now I invite you to take another deep breath in, let it out slowly. And as you do so, picture yourself bowing more deeply at the waist, offering yourself over more directly and deeply to the presence of the holy. I invite you to consider anything you may be grieving right now. Perhaps you didn't even know you were grieving anything. Is there a person in your life whose loss has not yet adequately been processed? Or an incident in your life that took away something precious from you, a way of life or a relationship, or simply a belief that you no longer hold? Perhaps you even traded it for what you consider to be a better one, but have not properly mourned the loss of the old. Find whatever it is within you that grieves, and let's simply take the next few minutes to explore that, to really feel it, almost like in the darkness, turning it inside, to feel every little aspect of that grief. We'll do something with that later, but it's important to simply get in touch with exactly where that grief is holding you and how you're holding it. And now let's take another deep breath in, let it out slowly. And as you do so, imagine yourself sinking down on hands and knees in this deep a form of surrender, not to a God with any kind of anger management issues, but simply one who loves you more than you love you, who believes in you more than you believe in you. Now we're going to take the next few minutes to simply take what we found during the second bow and do something helpful with it, potentially. If you identify one of those places of pain, some place where you feel the loss as emptiness, as being bereft of something you enjoyed in the past, I'm going to invite you to ask if there is another aspect of your life that can fill that void for you. Now, if you're grieving the loss of a loved one or even a pet, you may rightly say that there is no direct replacement for this person or thing, and that's true. But if you are feeling lonely, well, what areas of your life can be brought to bear to fill in that loneliness? Not precisely like the person or an animal did, but still provide us some sense of fullness where we're feeling emptiness right now. Where you can't find a suitable replacement, then that's the time to ask Spirit. Spirit, I turn this over to you. I seek fullness within this particular emptiness. Now let's take one final breath in, let it out slowly. And as you do so, picture yourself sinking all the way down to the floor, fully prostrate, in this deepest surrender before the presence of the Holy. And this is the time now to let go of any agenda, any needs you have, or wants even, or desires, and just rest in the presence of Spirit. If Spirit wants to take up conversation, she will. Sometimes Spirit just wants us to be present fully in Spirit. Now let's just give thanks for this time we've had together, for the ways that Spirit may have spoken to us or through us, and also for those who have gathered online with us, entangling their hearts with ours in ways that may have helped with our meditation. Thanks for joining me.